This iPhone costs 1,379 euros, this one 929 euros, this one 879 euros, this one 809 euros, and this one only 569 euros. We are going to check out the difference between all of these and to see if it's worth it to spend 1,379 euros on this one, or if I can make the party with only 569 euros. iPhone 14 Pro front face camera, iPhone 15 Pro front face camera, iPhone 16 Pro front face camera. I've got here 5 different iPhones, one iPhone 16 Pro, 3 iPhone 15 Pro and 1 iPhone 14 Pro. And if you're not sure which one to purchase today, we are going to see the main differences between all of these, and if you are curious to know about the camera, which is one of the main factors on choosing a phone, in a few days I will share with you a more detailed video on the image quality of any of these devices so that we can do an educated purchase. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing it so, and while you are there, leave that thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. This is an iPhone 14 Pro in the satisfactory condition. Now, can you see this scratch here on the screen? This is an iPhone 15 Pro in satisfactory condition, and there's also a scratch here on the screen as well, and this is an iPhone 15 Pro in very good condition. So can you see any scratch? No scratches at all, and almost a new battery. And these are the kind of differences that we are going to check out today. Swappy sells refurbished iPhones, and they invited me to test out their services and also their phones. Now, the only request that I did was to give me credit so that I could choose the phones myself as a normal client, and I did choose one iPhone 14 Pro in satisfactory mode or condition, and also 3 different iPhone 15s in different conditions. So let's start with the iPhone 14 Pro, which is in satisfactory condition. There's a notable scratch that we have seen already here on the left side of the screen, plus some smaller, less visible scratches, but we can see. Now, the largest scratch sometimes slightly affects some colors when the screen is on. Nothing really serious, but it's a bit annoying, and we can definitely see it that it's there. Now, the back is flawless, no visible scratches at all. The sides only show signs of normal wear. It's fully functional with 90% battery health. Personally, I wouldn't choose this one right over here, but there are cases on where this one is the one that makes most sense. But we will talk about that in just a few moments. Now let's go to the iPhone 15, which is in satisfactory condition. Now we can see one minor scratch here on the screen. It's less noticeable than the one that we have seen on the iPhone 14 Pro, but it's still visible. We can see that it's definitely here. The back is flawless, no scratches at all, and the sides only show signs of normal wear. It has 97% battery capacity and 234 charging cycles, which is really good for a satisfactory condition. If we move to the iPhone 15 Pro on the very good condition, we will find that there are no scratches at all on the screen, which would be probably the choice for me. The back is flawless, as all of them that I did test out. The sides only somewhere we can see that it was used, but nothing special. Actually, we will have this feeling after using our iPhone for 1 or 2 days. That is it. Now, it's fully functional with 90% battery capacity, and it has 575 charge cycles. And apart from the battery, if I look at this one and my iPhone 16, I don't find any difference between them. Actually, at this moment I do, because I do have a few stickers here so that I don't mistake the phones, because honestly I don't want to give you a different idea of what we can expect from the real world. So the first thing that I did was to identify all of them, and I only remove the stickers when I'm testing the phone. So I will remove this sticker, I will test the phone, I will take my footages to share with you. Once I'm done with that, the sticker is there so that I don't lose track of it. I did the same with the cases. Now, moving to the iPhone 15 on excellent condition, there are no scratches on the screen. The back is flawless, there are no marks at all. The sides show very little wear and 100% battery health with only 128 charging cycles. Now, if we compare this one with my iPhone 16 Pro, for example, there is no scratches at all on the screen. By the way, it has 4 months since I did purchase when it was released. No scratches on the back because I do use the case as usual that I did share already on some of my videos. The sides only have that normal wear. I don't see any difference between mine and the other phones that we have seen here. I've got 100% battery capacity at this moment with 111 charging cycles. So if I compare this one with the excellent condition on the iPhone 15 Pro from Swappy, there is no difference on the battery, there is no difference on the outside, there is no difference on nothing. And is there any difference on the camera and the image quality that we will grab? I'm not really sure, but that will be for another video. Now, if you want to get an iPhone 16 Pro because you want and you can and you want to save some money, Swappy already has a few iPhone 16 Pro, but this is a device that has came only about 4 months ago, so it's not easy because Swappy needs to have people like myself that has an iPhone 16 Pro to give it as a refurbished, which I'm not going to give it. I'm going to use mine so that they can take the iPhone and then resell to someone else. So the stock that they have, it's very limited. In my opinion, the choice will be at this moment for an iPhone 15 Pro or 15 regular or 14 or any other model. So if it was me at this moment, for my daily usage, I would go for a iPhone 15 Pro. Basically because it has here on the bottom a USB Type-C connection. And for me, I use a lot of accessories. Wireless microphones from different brands, different accessories that they are all normalizing to USB Type-C. And although my microphone also has a Lightning connection, it's easy for me when I'm carrying one Android phone, for example, the Huawei Puto 70 Ultra or any other phone that has a USB Type-C. I just need to carry one type of accessory and I will be able to use with all of my phones. So this is the main reason that I would select an iPhone 15 or above instead of an iPhone 14 or below. But if you don't care about any accessories or things that you will put here on the phone and the only thing that you will put here is the cable to charge it, then going to an iPhone 15 with USB Type-C or an iPhone 14 with Lightning is, in my opinion, exactly the same. Actually, I did use until recently, 2024, one Lightning. This one is a bit older. This was one of the first iPhones that I did use and it wasn't bad, and Lightning, it wasn't bad as well. Now, if you are looking for iOS or an iPhone for the first time, I believe that the iPhone 14 will be a great choice. I did use the 11 Pro until 2024, September of 2024, and it was a great machine. The only thing that was a bit declining was the battery, but other than that, it was great. So in terms of performance, we will be more than happy with any of these. And if you ask my opinion, Robert, do you notice the difference in terms of performance on the 16, 15 or 14? On my daily usage for apps, emails, phone calls, a few games, videos and so on, I honestly don't. And the only question that I do have personally myself is the cameras, but I did record already a few shots that you probably have seen some here on the video, and you will see a complete video so that we can compare. And then if we do really notice a difference between them, then probably that will be a factor to have in mind and select the 16, 15 or 14. But if I've never tried an iPhone, then probably the 14 Pro will be more than enough to check out if I really enjoy an iPhone, iOS, the Apple ecosystem. Now, once we decide 15 or 14 or any other model, for me, I would have to choose the one that it's on the middle, the very good condition, because the satisfactory, we did find the scratches here on the screen, both on the 14 Pro and the 15 Pro. And for me, honestly, I do enjoy a phone without any scratches. On the other hand, if your work is a work that you use a phone and you know that the probability of having a scratch on the screen is really high, and probably in 1 or 2 months, doesn't matter the phone that you have, the screen will be scratched, then if that's the kind of job that you will be using the phone, probably the satisfactory is more than fine. If not, I would go for the very good or excellent, because the excellent, I don't see any differences, including on the battery, which is great, and the very good, the only difference that I did find was on the battery. Other than that, Swappy has a 24-month warranty, which is awesome, and a 14-day return policy. So if by any reason we get a phone and we are not satisfied with the condition that it came or any other thing that I didn't enjoy, then we just need to contact Swappy and ask for the return or to change to other device. So that's no risk at all. Now, one of the questions that might be fair from that side is, Robert, you are telling me to purchase a 14 Pro, probably with some scratches because my job has a lot of risks, or even a 15 Pro, but you use a 16 Pro. do I really need the 16 Pro? Now, honestly, I would do fine, as I said before, with one of these, but I have the chance to test out a lot of accessories. And if I don't have the 16 Pro, then I wouldn't be able to test out, for example, the new Moment accessories. They have a lot of covers, a lot of gadgets so that we can use our phone as a camera, different lenses with 4 or 5 different angles, which is great. And having a YouTube channel, to be honest, gives me opportunities like this that if I didn't have a iPhone 16 Pro, I wouldn't be able to test out those accessories and then share with you. So for me, it makes sense to have this device, and that's the only reason I've got the 16 Pro. If I didn't have this opportunity, the smart choice for me as well would be a very good condition on the 14, but with USB Type-C, I would go for the 15 Pro. So hopefully this video was helpful to help you out to check out the differences between these devices, with the next video that I will be sharing to check out the differences that we will get in terms of video quality on these devices, and that you can make your educated purchase. If the video was helpful, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.